Alright guys, good evening. Welcome to another late night stream of mine. And as you see, it's UBOAT again. Thursday night, it's always UBOAT. So here we are, and we are continuing what we did yesterday. So we were chasing a convoy. Via hydrophone checks somewhere around there, we detected a convoy here, and then we went north, and each hour we did another hydrophone check, and by this got some extrapolation of their course. So 1, 2, 3 hours in total. It seems like that they are going something like 18 knots, 18 miles in 3 hours. Would mean that they are very slow. According to my reckonings here, it looks like they are going with only 6 knots. Now, we had last hydrophone check confirmation of their position here. That was when we were here. And now let's see. Well, let me first give you briefly the big picture. So it's nighttime. We have a wonderful moon out. So it might be that we have sufficient light for a submerged night attack. We will see. Yeah, still need some time to get into the pole position for the raid. But let me show you the overall situation. We are, well, actually it's not mid-January anymore, it's more late January in contrast to the name of the stream. Yeah, and it's the year of 1943, which means we are more than 3 years into the war. The British and the US are generally the allied navies. Meanwhile, pretty well know what they do when they are fighting submarines. So things get tough. But the first convoy that I got up here in the Arctic Convoys mission set was very weakly guarded in comparison to all the other convoys that I had the last half year in the game. So I'm sailing with a Type 7C. Yeah, it was hard earned. I started in the very beginning of the war in 39, September 39. So I am actually doing a walkthrough through the whole war. And yeah, streaming the walkthrough in parallel. So it's a pleasure that you guys are actually sharing your company with me doing that. And yeah, we do have quite an experienced bunch of officers. of officers meanwhile, but still there are 2 officers, Mr. Schulz, our bosun, and Mr. Strauss, our second radio man, who are relatively new. So I left my old hands at home and wanted to give these 2 guys an opportunity to level up, so that later in the war, when things might really get rough, I might have a few experienced extra sailors. Hey, Rec. Haha, nice to have you in. It says that you're having a watch streak of a 5 stream streak. Thanks a lot for being in all the time and welcome. So, what is the game about? Yeah, of course, it's World War II submarine simulation. We slip into the role of a German submarine commander, and yeah, to make a long story short, in my opinion, this is the best submarine sim we ever had. So you sail in a complete open world, and the behavior of friendlies as well as enemies is wonderfully modeled, and you really feel like you are in a completely alive and realistic open world. And that's where we are gonna dive into now, here in the very north. Or let me show you the career I first started. Rome in the North Sea, the Eastern Atlantic, Middle Atlantic. Then I was able to extend my missions to the American coast because I got these supply submarines available, so that after that long travel across the Atlantic I could refuel. And after having done 2 successful missions there, the Operation Drumbeat and the attack on Aruba, I decided to go back, and I relocated from La Rochelle to Bergen, and from here it's just a short way to the Arctic Convoys mission set, and that's what I'm doing already now. With the first convoy on my last patrol, I already did almost 23,000 tons of 50,000 that we need to reach the first level of that mission set. Hey, Aqua Icing! Nice to have you in. Thanks very much for the good wishes. So I hope you have a good evening. Hope you had a good day. We are on the final stretch to the weekend. Yeah, so as you know, I used to do home office on Fridays, and so I can sleep a bit longer and afford to do some more streaming. So let's dive into it. Sorry for this. Let's dive into it and see. So now, while I was all that talking, we already moved on a bit from there. So let's assume that after 1 hour we would be there, and after half an hour, that would be 1 hour, and half an hour would bring us just here, roughly. And then after half an hour they should be at maximum there. So let's go for till 2:45, and then we are probably gonna change course and getting in for a kill or 2. Okay, so in the Arctic missions, you can run into NPC submarines again, because on the other side of the Atlantic, on the Western Atlantic missions, I didn't run into a single other German submarine. Yeah, okay, that's good. That makes everything feel even more alive. Yeah, discipline is alright. Battery capacity, yeah, we should maybe recharge a bit later. Problem is, as long as we are going flank speed, there is no power reserves left for battery recharge. You have to go slower to recharge the battery. But for now, I just want to get us into the best position, right in front. Yeah, same for me. I didn't run into a single NPC submarine out there on drumbeat missions. Yeah. So the galley is all right. Stores everything. Engines running smoothly. Mr. Arles, our first mechanic, taking care for them. Yeah, Mr. Schneider, our second mechanic, is constantly caring for the maintenance of the torpedoes. And as we didn't see any action yet, our torpedo tubes are completely full. So, Mr. Grade, what are you doing? That's our chief engineer. Captain is off watch. So, most of the officers are on off watch at the moment. Only Mr. Arles, he's officer of the watch at the moment, and Mr. Hinrich at the passive radar detection. Hey, weight loss! How are you doing? Have you been streaming something today? How is your Fallout playthrough progressing? Okay, interesting. At the moment, Mr. Grade is doing the torpedo maintenance. Mr. Schneider, torpedo maintenance at 8. Shouldn't I have less there if I put them to 6? Because Mr. Grade and Mr. Arles, they should be always fit and well rested for caring for the engines. And I want to have it continued that Mr. Schneider is my torpedo guy. Just a little bit surprised that Mr. Grade is caring for the torpedoes. He usually never does. Usually it's always Mr. Schneider who does. However, yes, like yesterday, I get continuous reports here of having frame drops, and I just don't know why. My internet should be perfectly fine, and I didn't change anything with my settings, so I'm pretty surprised that I now and then get these frame drop issues. How bad is it actually? Okay, and the multi-stream isn't working at the moment. interesting. Yeah, well, not too much of a problem. Yeah, aqua icing. So what does actually happening when you have frame drops? Is it that you get some lag or freezes, screen freezes, brief screen freezes? Or how does it look on your side? Yeah, we could turn on the pump for a little while. So let's do a little bit of time acceleration. I wanted to go till 2:45 and then change course like that and get ourselves right in front of them. And let's do another hydrophone check here.
Tauchen auf 50 Meter. Herr Kapitän.
Yeah, again, now in this standard workflow, the crew, off-watch crew runs to the front compartment, assembles there to give additional diving ballast. Mr. Grade in this case opened the valves, 2 guys have manned the depth steers, and the ballast tanks are being flooded as fast as possible. And there in the moonlight we are going down. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. On the one hand, I get this report here that I have excellent quality. I don't know, it's a little bit unclear.
Aktuelle Tiefe 45 Meter.
Ah, okay, yeah, okay, all pixelated, yeah. And it's still constantly happening, or?
50 Meter.
Weird. That's weird.
45 Meter.
My internet is alright. I didn't change anything in the settings.
Aktuelle Tiefe 50 Meter.
I don't know, any ideas? So if some of you guys in the stream might have any idea what the reason for this might be. Yeah, background still is that I didn't change anything. Yeah, I hope it's not too bad, or maybe it kind of, yeah, gets better. Aqua icing, was it like that yesterday as well? Did you also yesterday had this pixelation effect?
Ich erwarte Ihre Befehle.
All right, there they are. Convoy 01. Hey guys, a few more people in the stream. That's beautiful. Nice to have you in.
Anblasen. Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln. Herr Kaloi, wir sind aufgetaucht.
So now, another hour should bring them there.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
Now we reduce speed to finally refill our batteries, recharge our batteries. Ah, by the way, let's do a particular new save. W263. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit distracted checking my internet a bit, but nothing suspicious actually. Yeah, my son's playing Fortnite on this computer, and so I'm just checking whether Fortnite is doing some update in the background, eating bandwidth, but it is not. I don't know. I just don't know what this is about. I hope it's not too bad, but I think it is, right? Hey, yippee up. Nice to have you in. Good evening. I hope you're well. So your feedback would be highly appreciated. Aqua Icing just reported that he had quite some pixelation again and again. I also had that yesterday. And I'm getting some weird messages here just as well. So looks like my transmission isn't 100% smooth. So yippee yap, I would be very curious how stable your graphics is. Is it alright, or do you also get the picture pixeled again and again? Please, some honest feedback. Just for me to get some estimation of the situation. So the distance to the guys should still be something like 7 miles. Let's carry on, do some time acceleration.
Torpedorohr 5 gewartet. Torpedorohr 1 gewartet.
We are close. Okay, so guys, let's change course and go for periscope depth. Okay, we already get the propeller noise while we are on the surface, so they must be very close already. Let's see. No, don't. So guys, are we diving? Yes, we are. Battery up to more than 90%, alright. So let's have the captain at the observation periscope for now.
Schraubengeräusche. Große Gruppe. Peilung 0 Grad. Ja?
Okay, it says propeller noises more or less dead ahead.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Yeah, the convoys are actually doing large-scale zigzags now. They didn't do that for the first 2 years of the war, but now they seem to actually do that. Yeah, we can't get it further up. And there is smoke on the horizon. Yeah, the observation periscope actually can apply filters, the others can't.
Pedro 2 gewartet.
There is smoke all the way ahead of us. So that one at -15. Something like 20 degrees and even more. So maybe I should still
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten
go a little bit more like that to get in their way. They might just be doing a zigzagging leg. Hey Colin, yeah, thanks for the feedback. Yeah, hey, come on. I really don't know what that is, what the reason is. Never changed anything. And the parameters. Yeah, I got some spikes in the bit rates. Yeah, but not too bad. Don't know what this is about, but it's now 50% of frame drops detected, it says. I don't understand that. Hey, removed koala. Did it? I thought my calendar would say it's Thursday night. Okay, I would have to check it. I would have to check it. Yeah, Aqua Icing, the video quality that I'm streaming in at the moment is something like bitrate of 600. Yeah, high quality. But the point is that I just didn't change anything.
Torpedorohr 3 gewartet.
That
Torpedorohr 4.
NVIDIA encoder thingy. Frames per second is 60. Maybe I should reduce it. That would maybe the first be the first thing to do, to remove the frames per second. But I'm kind of reluctant to do that, as in the past it was always working perfectly fine. And only since yesterday. So I guess these problems already started yesterday in the stream, right? Hey, not wet, just cold. Great to have you in. I'm just struggling a bit with the stream. Getting messages that I have a lot of frame drops, and also you guys in the stream report that the quality is not the best. So yeah, to actually change the settings I would have to stop the stream and restart it. Hey, that seems to be completely laggy. Yeah, the moon really gives some illumination. Yeah, I don't know. I just did a connection check to the internet and it says that I do have the full bandwidth available. There is nothing blocking, so I really just don't understand why we have that issue. Okay, I don't know, so it looks like Firefox is using some of the bandwidth again and again. Come on. Maybe it's a technical issue here with my provider.
Alarm! Konvoi in Sicht! Peilung! 345 Grad.
Alright, there they are. And I'm still getting the frame drops. So if you ask me, this guy is probably military. This guy is maybe military. And this one. So it might be that this convoy is guarded much better than the one that we ran into before. Let's see if we can get some of these guys and sink them. Give me a save at that point. Yeah, maybe that's a possibility that there is some silent update running in the background which is interfering. Yeah, that would be well possible. I don't know, there is loads of Firefox stuff going on in the background. A bit of a lag, yeah. Not sure what Firefox is actually doing in the background. The Norton, maybe my antivirus software is doing something in the background. Too bad. No, it's 2 days in a row with bad quality. Yeah, the lag is actually tremendous by now. Is it? But maybe not too bad. Yeah, to be honest, I wouldn't like to stop the stream now to adjust the settings. Let's see if we can go on like that. Maybe it settles after a while. Whoa, 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 that's military, is it? For sure. Yeah. But let's keep fingers crossed that they just couldn't see us in the darkness. Just the periscope. But to be sure, let's send Mr. Grade to do some improvement of the depth keeping, and let's turn off the gyro. And the alarm for now. Yeah, the Twitch representation of the stream actually tells me that the stream quality is excellent. And the Streamlabs desktop tells me again and again that there is frames dropping. Yeah, let's ignore it for a while and see that we just get in for a kill. Now we should make sure that we don't get detected by that guy.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Yeah, let's reduce speed. I don't want to run into that military. And yeah, we still have bright moonlight actually. What is this guy? It's also, oh, come on. So that guy is heavily guarded, in the contrary to that convoy that I ran into before. Okay, maybe that guy is just passing by without noticing us. Let's hope for the best. And is there another? That one in the background. Is it also an escort or is it a transport?